Protests that turned into riots left businesses damaged and destroyed. The images are hard to even fathom, and there's a good chance that damage won't be covered by insurance companies, especially if the business is local. Team 12's Matt Uris spoke with an expert and explains why.
You're going to want something to cover vandalism and rioting and things like that, but you don't necessarily have that.
According to Bob Sewell, who is a partner at the Tempe law firm Davis, Miles, McGuire, Gardner, most smaller local businesses don't carry the more costly coverage necessary to ensure the damage caused by rioters at Fashion Square, and for that matter, across the country.
One of the things that they don't think about is what if you need to relocate or you've lost income because of this?
Plus, Sewell points out these businesses recently shut down completely or partially to help prevent the spread of COVID-19.
What you'll need is a special policy called business interruption insurance to cover those extra bits. And most people won't have that. So these will be losses that will be felt for years.
The exception could be larger, well-financed companies. Matt Uris, 12 News.
All right, Matt, so unfortunate.